How did Hamas come to power? It won an election in 2006, a completely honest and fair election yielded the result that Hamas won. Did the people of Gaza vote for Hamas because it was a terrorist organization? Well, all the evidence shows the Palestinian Authority, the U.S. Israeli-backed government in the whole of the occupied territories, it was profoundly corrupt. And the Palestinians were hoping that Hamas, which did have a reputation back then for being honest.
And they had all these social services, right, that they would provide?
Social services, yeah, that's an excellent point. They had all the social services, and that's why they were elected into power. So it wasn't a terrorist organization seized control. Israel always denies responsibility. Don't trust the word that the U.S. government says. Don't trust the word that the British government says. And of course, it goes without saying, don't trust the word that Israel says. For most people, it comes very easy to condemn Hamas as despicable murderers. I think it's a more complicated moral question for how you come to grips morally with the actions of people. Most of those militants who burst through the gates of Gaza, they were born into a concentration camp, and they spent the whole of their lives in that concentration camp, among the most densely populated places on God's earth. Nobody was allowed in, nobody was allowed out, with the rarest of exceptions. No jobs, no future. If they do nothing, Israel will execute its plan of emptying out what they call the northern sector of Gaza, and almost certainly they're going to declare it their new security zone.
During your speech, you made a lot of references to Jewish people, as well as certain people in your audience, not Jewish people in general, but certain people, especially in your audience, to Nazis. Now, that is extremely offensive when certain people are German. And they're also extremely offensive to people who've actually suffered under Nazi rule.
I don't respect that anymore. I really don't. I don't like and I don't respect the crocodile tears to the crocodile tears. No. I'm sorry, folks. Allow me to finish. That I will not be silent when Israel commits its crimes against the Palestinians. And I consider nothing more despicable than to use their suffering and their martyrdom to try to justify the torture, the brutalization, the demolition of homes that Israel daily commits against the Palestinians. So I refuse any longer to be intimidated or browbeaten by the tears. If you had any heart in you, you would be crying for the Palestinians, not for what's being done. What?
Could I just calm the audience down?